Journey to the Savage Planet is a first-person 3D platforming adventure game that can be played solo or co-op, where you play as a character whose job is to collect information about a potentially inhabitable planet before we bring humans there to live. And during this first few hours of this about 8-hour journey, Journey to the Savage Planet was one of the most charming and ridiculously fun games I've played in a while. Journey to the Savage Planet takes inspiration from games such as Ratchet & Clank, No Man's Sky, and I'm sure Borderlands with its quirky humor and characters. So many times I would just bust out laughing about how dumb or self-aware certain moments in this game were, and this humor is what makes Journey to the Savage Planet such an overall charming experience. The world starts out full of secrets, wonder, and color. You'll be scanning items and creatures trying to catch them all Pokemon style. You'll find branching and hidden paths that lead to upgrades for your health and stamina. All this got its hooks in me instantly. I wanted to scan all the creatures, collect all the orange goo, and upgrade my character to their full potential. This is what Journey to the Savage Planet does right with its collectibles. They aren't meaningless, they all have a payoff. You feel true incentive to explore and collect. What Journey to the Savage Planet doesn't do right though, is constantly locking off paths that require you to come back later with new items. The concept of Journey to the Savage Planet is simple. You gotta fix your ship. You need to go collect items to do so, but in your way are enemies. Enemies drop materials that you then use to upgrade your gear. However, to actually unlock said gear, you must stick to the story until you're given the mission to get that gear. And along your way, you're teased with things you can't interact with, which is a fine thing to an extent, but this is constant from start to finish. All you want to do is explore and become more powerful, but the game won't let you. You're rewarded for finding these really well hidden secrets with a sorry come back later, and it just becomes discouraging after a while. Especially in this game's final stretch. How do I not have every ability unlocked already? This is clearly the final mission before the big showdown. I stopped caring during Journey to the Savage Planet's third act, which brings me to my next gripe. Journey to the Savage Planet is a brilliant 3D platformer for the most part. You have so many consumable items at your disposal to uncover secrets and traverse through this world. But much like every other 3D platformer, the spark stays but fizzles the deeper you get into the game, each act getting progressively not as fun, until the point where you're hopping around broken apart floating islands, again much like every other 3D platformer. Journey to the Savage Planet's magic was in exploration and collecting. It was in its adventure and humor. While it was still enjoyable, it was a mistake to rely and focus on traversal and gunplay for the second half of this game. And not only that, but it was also a mistake to toss this Pokemon-like collection system out the window by just reusing and reskinning enemies. This caused exploration to quickly lose any bit of excitement. What's around the next corner? Everything you just saw except they're yellow instead of pink. But with all my gripes, Journey to the Savage Planet challenged me in all the right ways. The gunplay was just annoying enough for me to constantly feel in danger. It encouraged exploration in all the right ways, having me search for spawn and teleportation points so I could quickly go grab my dropped items if I died. This Journey to the Savage Planet was a pleasant surprise, and one that I'm glad I made. I give Journey to the Savage Planet an 8.